It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell them, Canada Dry.
It's time for D-A-D. It's Dynamite After Dark, baby.
You know I like grooving to that song. Hit it.
Anything goes. It's Dynamite After Dark.
Kaboom! Sailors, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that's part of the armed services, anybody's blowing up firecrackers still on the 12th of July, and it's happening. I am, of course, your correspondent. Welcome to this week's edition of Dynamite After Dark. I am the JFB.
And I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Damn, coming in with a little R&B, a little soul to him. We are, of course, the Four Horsemen, and that means Horseman number 3. Introduce yourself.
I know, I feel so weird now being Horseman number 3. I used to be like the hot tag, and now I'm like just the third guy. Like, you see how like my title is so much shorter than everybody else's? It's because of the ongoing writer strike.
Yeah.
Well, usually your title's like this long.
Exactly. So like I said, I got to support the writer strike at this point. You know, yeah. I think this one does sum it up quite well.
I am him.
Yep. Because you know this means, right? Like, you guys realize that I'm the only person that's beaten all three of you guys.
That's true. That's true. JFB did your job on last week. He just by 2 points though.
Have you and I ever faced each other?
All the time. We've gone I think right now we're 3-3. So. This I got a joke for you. I know it's been a while since I've done a joke. What is the last thing that JFB saw after our match?
The stars up above. Oh, that's true. That is true. I got the KO.
Concussion protocol.
Yeah, a little smelling salts. And next thing I know, Nurse Ratchet's there going, "Rawr." All right, Horseman number 4, introduce yourself.
I'm the effing Golden Gremlin like I have there. I don't want to talk about it. Not literally, just figuratively. It's okay. I'll be fine.
Is the cereal bar still there?
Hell yeah.
Still there.
Still there.
We're going to have it there when it's all stale and you'll never eat it.
Yeah, no, that'll never get eaten.
Like he puts it in the freezer and only breaks it out for the podcast.
Yeah. Noob's in the house. What's up, Noob? How you doing?
Noob. Ian Co. You know what I want to know? Who is the Ian Co with Noob?
It's Tony Khan. We know it's Tony Khan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes
we know
sense.
it's Tony.
You better tell Tony to start booking the show the way I predict, okay?
I'll get on the hotline. I tried to.
We have a brother on the show right down below me. Did you know that Noob is a brother as well?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's a black guy just like you.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna have to talk about that at the next black guy meeting.
Black guy.
It's every Tuesday from 6 to whenever the Hennessy runs out.
Hey, you guys, do you guys remember Kyle?
Yeah.
Kyle, which one?
Kyle Hummel, right?
Yeah.
We don't talk about him.
I know, but I just gotta embarrass him right quick just because we got some time. If you guys look on his Facebook page, he dropped the N-bomb on his Facebook page, and I'm just And I have like literally been like low key mad about that for the last like 6 hours.
Oh my God.
He's I don't like the guy. He got kicked out of AFW for cheating. So there you go.
I remember he tried to cheat against me.
Dude, I've gotten like a Facebook suspension for less. How is he not?
I don't know. It just like I saw it and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna embarrass this guy right now because I'm just irritated.
Yeah, well, like if you're gonna say racist things on your Facebook post, you're gonna get exposed. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kyle Hummel, you racist bastard.
May God shave your ass and make you walk backwards. Anyway,
and give you
what? Real
diarrhea.
quick, this is really weird. This is like the second time his name's been brought up within like the AFW circle in like the last 3 days. It's really weird.
yeah. I feel like he's trying to come back.
He's trying to sneak his way back in.
Ain't gonna happen, Kyle. Sorry, man. You'll have to go ahead with your own prediction league, whatever it's called.
Well, you know why I hate bringing him up?
Hmm?
He told Dallas I deserve the pain of my father's death.
Oh, that was him. I forgot about that.
Like that's why I don't want to bring him up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose him right there, though. But this is the last time we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good now. I'm like,
But we might as well just pile on everything this man has done. Really know.
He said that, and when he said that, all I could hear was everybody on The Sopranos going, "Oh!" Ooh, it was rough. Not as rough as our first opening match of Dynamite, because that's how we start. We start with Jericho versus Commander with one M. According to my book, it's 2, but it is one M. Here are some of my notes. We should start welcoming to the possibility of another makeover of Jericho. The guy's reinvented himself multiple times, but maybe, just maybe, this one time is the makeover that will be the lasting impression of a 30-plus year career. So, one slap too much and Commander's on fire on the offense. Jericho's reeling. Jericho changing the address of Mr. Momentum. Mr. Momentum is now going towards Jericho. I like when he breaks the fourth wall. Looked at the camera, winked. I loved it. I love that fourth wall stuff. But is Commander actually going to be the third member of the Lucha Brothers? Because he came out with Cervantes and they went, he was there in his corner. So I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen. Taz calling Jericho Powerbomb Jones was just gold. I like that Jericho's approach was, let's keep him on the mat. Let's keep him on the mat and get away from his high flying, which really worked. I'm sorry to say this, but Commander's goatee with his mask makes him look like an old time villain. Like he looks like evil Spock from Star Trek. So great reversal into the Lion Tamer. Then comes Don Callis. And the sound that it's the music that plays is just one continuous note. I don't know if any of you guys.
I hate that. I don't like it at all.
Well, it's funny because are any of you guys fans of the show The League?
No.
A little bit, yeah. I remember.
Okay. So Taco bought all those vuvuzelas and he was going to create the brown note. That's what he came out to. He came out to the brown note, a note that if played loud enough will make you crap your pants. So that's what it's called the brown note. The history lesson was fantastic. The fact that they were able to dig up that footage of Callis with long hair and Jericho looking like a baby and Bad News Allen just tugged at the heartstrings because that's something I've never seen, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And then tells Jericho, you need to think about what Bad News Allen said. Keep his memory alive, and that's how we broke. Kind of sowing the seeds, I would imagine. People thinking, well, Jericho might be the 5th guy for Blackpool Combat Club. Can the Dry go first, please?
I love that Jericho let Commander get all these moves in and just showcase what he could do.
Yeah.
Like Jericho is still putting the guy over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And at this stage of Cobra Commander's career, he doesn't need it. He's been leading Cobra for how long?
Centuries.
Yeah, since the 80s at least, right?
At least the 80s.
But yeah,
he's been leading it long enough for Sergeant Slaughter to turn into a blonde woman.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, Chris Jericho. I think this will be the last impression we'll see of him.
Yeah.
Like there's no more gimmick changes, please. Let this be the one you end your career on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, seeing that he was kind of a heel in this too, to kind of make you wonder, right?
Yeah, very
giving the
heelish
finger
dude.
to the crowd, like what?
Yeah. Nobody booed him. I mean, he flipped him off.
It was weird when he gave the finger to the crowd. It was like this.
Everybody was kind of like, "Yay, he's flipping us off." That's Canadian.
Bree was in the front row. Yeah, you're fingering me.
Ew.
All right, let's go to I Am Him, Trey J Styles.
Jericho is such a wrestler's wrestler at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hero to the people of Canada. He is, doing a great job of putting these guys over. Like a lot of them aren't winning against him, but just the simple fact of being in there, you're getting the time with him.
Yeah.
I think this match to me set the tone of how easy it is to put somebody over without them winning.
Yeah.
Man, he looked good.
Yeah. You look
Jericho,
good.
Jericho bumped for him, but Jericho played this match like a veteran.
Yeah.
And I think that makes the difference. And that really set the tone for the show. Like there were certain, there were definitely some things about this that probably could have been cleaner if Jericho was about 5 to 8 years younger.
Yeah.
A lot of this match would have been different, but this was the match that is good for Jericho's pace.
Yeah.
And then you have, he doesn't overexert himself, so he's not exhausted when Don Callis comes up, so he can deliver this promo. You can get to the history. You get the bait, and it's like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's also, I think, good to see Bad News Allen not as Bad News Brown.
Yes. Well, there's no way.
It took me until I was an adult to find out he was Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that when I was younger.
Big deal in Stampede Wrestling.
Yeah.
Huge in Stampede. Huge.
Yeah.
Joseph Graham, what are your thoughts?
I like the match. I think my takeaway from this is like I don't need to see Commander as much.
Okay.
Like I feel like he's better used in like little doses because like what he does is amazing, but when he messes up, like it takes me out of the match. And he does that quite often.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to see what's going on with Jericho. Like I'm really interested in that's all I care about is I want to see where Jericho goes.
Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Jericho because who knows? He could be the fifth guy.
The difficult thing about this show, as you know, how the show ended, and you can't talk about it yet.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta play. Yeah, I gotta play medically intoxicated and hot. And yes, Noob says it's a fun match, but Commander should serve better in Ring of Honor. I agree. I agree 100%. So we go to a Jungle Boy and Hook video package. Ooh, yeah, kind of recapping the whole thing. And then we get a Jungle Boy promo. He talks about how he's paid to be in the ring and not to be assaulted in a parking lot. It was actually a pretty decent promo for Jungle Boy because it wasn't longer than 4 sentences.
Right.
And he kind of acted cocky and he did it in small doses and it worked. So, Tony Khan, if you're listening, which you are, yeah, let's not have him cutting like 5-minute promos, okay? Hook goes in through the other door. Jungle Boy escapes.
Yeah, he's not Jungle Boy no more.
No, he's not Jungle Boy. That's right. Jack Perry. And I think the most we've ever heard from Hook ever in the history of AEW. This is the most we have ever heard from Hook. Trey J Styles, you will go first. Your thoughts on the little promo?
like hearing from Hook the first time is like the first time I ever heard Brock Lesnar talk.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's so weird to get a video package for a feud that's lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And has basically consisted of one guy running.
Yeah.
But on an even more important and longer note, Tacoma FD is coming back next week.
Yeah.
Best show on television.
It is hilarious. If you haven't watched it, it's the
Broken Lizard guys.
Yeah, the Broken Lizards.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's honestly at this point way more entertaining than Jungle Boy versus Hook if all he's gonna do is run away.
Yep.
Like,
That's
I'm
all
gonna run away until all out. Like,
yeah.
Really?
Yep. Golden Graham, your thoughts?
Less is more. And that's the case with Jack Perry.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely feels like he's getting more comfortable and more confident in speaking, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I will look forward to this match. I can't wait to see Jack Perry get thrown around the ring a million times. That'll be entertaining.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very unique match. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
So I will tell you why every week they're having Jungle Boy run away from Hook. It is so in this time, Hook can train to be a proper wrestler. It's giving him time so he can train a little bit better.
It's been 3 years. I don't think these couple extra weeks.
Wow, Band-Aid off. Canada Dry just laid it down, man.
That was my Michael Scott.
That's the sound that That's the sound that I like envision you making when we were talking about your eulogy.
Yeah.
Like, remember that earlier today when I just had a thought. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Everyone's talking about my death. I'm like, I don't like this. It's fine and good when you're talking about Caleb running over some penguins.
Yeah.
And the poor penguins died. But, when it's talking about me, I don't like that.
No, that's kind of creepy, dude.
Yeah. I just want to say something isn't adding up with this whole Caleb and penguin situation. I don't know what it is.
Well, we're trying to figure out who put the banana peel on the road to cause Caleb to crash into the penguins.
It was me. It was me the entire time.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
It wouldn't have been me. I would have put the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah. You would have axifolied him.
But the thing is he looked guilty Caleb looked really guilty because he's drinking the Dr. Pepper while he's driving. It's, fizzes everywhere and he's, intoxicated with the Dr. Pepper.
Can we talk about Adrian Adonis for a second?
Yes.
And we watched The Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Wow. A very emotional, it was a gut punch, because he wasn't immune to that 80s lifestyle of doing blow and wrestling and then, taking pills to sleep and then taking coke to wake up. Yeah.
The one thing I kind of took from it, so it was really cool hearing Brett saying he was trying to get in with Adrian's inner circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's knocking on the door. They're like, Brett can't come in. He's a promoter's kid. Forget it.
Yeah.
And then Jim Nyhard vouches for him. And then they're all doing coke together.
Yeah.
And become all good friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jim and him were like, well, this is ruining our lives, so we got to put up the white flag.
Yeah.
What I didn't like, there was a few parts they cut out a lot of what B said about Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
Yeah, B had a lot of stuff to say about Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she does because that guy was a piece. He's still a piece.
And they also changed the reason why he left WWE.
Yeah,
they said it's probably because he was doing. No, he quit.
Yeah,
and they're trying to act like he got fired. That was weird.
Yeah, that's called a producer's call.
I don't know if they're worried about getting sued or what.
I mean,
it's crazy to me because his Wikipedia page even said he was fired at one point.
Yeah.
Like they so I don't know.
Well, he wrestled with them for a couple more weeks after WrestleMania.
Yeah. I think the one thing that hit me the hardest is when Bret Hart said, who would have known WrestleMania 10 could have been Bret Hart versus Adrian Adonis. Yeah. And like that hit really hard because I started tearing up. I was like, wow, that's just, I mean, like he was in his 30s. Who knows what kind of career he would have had going into his 40s and his 50s.
And so apparently he was thin, not thin, but he was getting back into really good shape at this point.
Yeah.
See, they showed him a picture of him working out in New Japan, and he wasn't heavy anymore.
Yeah, it's like how many people he influenced, though. It's just like how much influence he's had on the wrestling business. It's like there's no telling that. I mean, heck, they can bring Jake the Snake back to be managers. This is a guy that had a ring IQ, had an understanding. Went through the hard life. Would have probably been a great mentor for some of the guys that came after him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's not a dirtbag. He treated his wife like a queen. He treated his kids well. I mean, the guy was a family
man.
Yeah, he was a really great family man. And I mean, like, it's not like, I'm on my fourth ex-wife and I'm on my third repossession of my car. Boss, keep
Ram, did you want to say something about?
So, like, I didn't know much about Adrian Adonis before this.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, if I had a famous wrestler as a family member, I don't think I'd want him to be on this show because I feel like this show went out of its way to slander Adrian Adonis.
Yeah.
That's like, and I don't know why anyone would let their deceased family member like I've never watched Dark Side of the Ring because I've watched one episode and it feels like all they do is just try. Like I know they try to create controversy, but it just feels like it ruins wrestling for me.
Yeah, they really focused on the cocaine.
Yeah. Like, and to me, like it didn't seem like cocaine. I mean, it had a big thing to do with a little bit, but when you're talking about the fall of him, like they harped way too much on like just the drug use and making him look like not a good person, which was weird to me.
Yeah. I mean, with it being called Dark Side of the Ring, obviously they want to focus on the negative aspects of the business and the people involved with it. And I mean, they really did a hit job on Adrian. Like,
well, I talked to B right away.
Yeah.
And she seemed happy with how it was portrayed.
Okay.
I also messaged Angie.
Yeah.
And she didn't she gave me one-word answers like, yep. No. Yeah.
Which means she probably didn't like it very
much. So I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm assuming she didn't like it.
Yeah.
That one to me was about as bad as the Dino Bravo. Dino Bravo was a pretty massive hit job.
Yeah.
The saving grace of this episode was Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh yeah. Well, it was good seeing B and seeing Angie on and talking about the family aspect of who he was. And that was
but when Bret's vouching for you,
oh yeah, that's $1 million. Yeah, that's a check you can cash. It's not gonna bounce.
I kind of wonder if there's no Adrian Adonis, is there a gold dust in the WWE/F?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I think Vince is like, let's do this and we'll jazz it up again.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
If there's no Adrian Adonis, is there a ravishing Rick Rude? Because Rick Rude in the NWA is a different cat.
Yeah. No, if it wasn't for Adrian Adonis, we would not have Rick Rude.
The one point they made was people didn't appreciate some people's wrestling ability back then.
Yeah.
Like if Adrian was around today, he would be up here.
Oh yeah.
Well, the character is so much more important now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if Adrian is around today, Tony Khan probably would have snapped him up and had him working in some capacity.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Vince would have missed the boat twice on him, though. I honestly think that he would have gotten back with WWE. I think WWE would have definitely taken him back. I And so I think that seeing that kind of old school tough, but yet, flamboyant character, it's something that, like, if you're Vince, you can't pass up on. That guy sells merch.
Yeah.
Like, in the Attitude Era, Adrian Adonis,
he would have succeeded.
Oh gosh,
leaps and bounds.
Like, he's like the perfect combination of old school but like new school charisma. That's
absolutely
what I took from this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we go backstage after Dark Side of the Ring.
Real quick, can you put Dave's comment back up?
They better be nice.
Don't watch the show next week, buddy.
Oh, they're gonna. You think that what they did to Adrian was butcher? They're gonna slaughter.
They're gonna have Marty talking while they slaughter him. Like,
but here's the thing, though, that it's like shooting fish in a barrel, but it's just a bunch of fish and no water. Like, Marty Jannetty doesn't really necessarily give you. You don't have to work too hard to get down to his gooey center.
Yeah.
Like,
Marty Jannetty's still proud of the dumb stuff that he did.
Oh, he lives
apparently
it.
He's pissed at Chris Jericho for this episode for some reason.
Oh, he's pissed off at everybody. He's pissed off at everybody.
Like, Jericho's just the narrator. Why are you mad at
Yeah, he's just the voiceover guy.
Yeah, I just read what's given. I read copy. That's what I do.
Unless there's something Jericho said on the interview.
Yeah, I don't know. Renee's backstage with Don Callis. We learned Don Callis will be making the announcement about the 5th member. He will be doing it alone. The best part of that whole entire, was Shivani called he called Callis an idiot. It just made me laugh. He's an idiot. Just Shivani rocks. I love Shivani. Video promo with MJF and Adam Cole.
Baby.
Buddies drinking. Club rats get their attention. MJF, I like the face MJF. Here's a man who said, "Hey, you can take 2, I'll take 2. No swappies." Cole says, "No, I'm really serious about Britt." He goes, "All right, more for daddy." And he walks off, and next thing you know, he walks back in, zipping his pants up. Then they decide to play video games. When the saddest moment that made me realize that I could root for an MJF face, like run for like a couple years, was when Adam Cole said, "Hey, buddy, have you ever played multiplayer games?" And he looked so dejected when he goes, "That means you have to have friends."
He had that perfect sad puppy face.
It was adorable. I dare Dollywood to go ahead and say that she didn't go, "Aww." Because I know you did, Dolly. I know you did. Golden Graham, what are your thoughts on this video package?
Oh, I loved it. Just everything about it was so perfect for me.
Yeah.
And it makes me sad that this is going to end in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to, and I'll post that question when we get to the match. But Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Okay, so I didn't like the sex thing with MJF and the form. I didn't like that part because it's like me as a person. If you were with me as your friend and you went off to go screw around with 4 girls, I would kind of be pissed. But the video game thing was a really good setup. Because he's just playing Cole, so it's just this one moment where it's like he plays Cole really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Trey J, your thoughts?
Product placement is always good, and so to see like people on the roster playing as themselves is like so meta to me.
Yeah.
This is such a great storyline, and it really how we said that there was a generational story that literally is still ongoing in WWE? Yeah. This could be that generational story. All you really have to do is have a couple of false finishes in it where you think somebody's going to turn and then they don't. Yeah. And this is something that could last, and people will get invested in it.
Yeah.
This story doesn't have to end in a month, 2 months, 3 months. Like, they could actually win the tag titles And you're like, okay, it's gonna happen. Oh no, they actually won the tag titles, and then it looks like they lose the tag titles. It doesn't have to be a long reign, but they lose the tag titles, and you're just like, oh, they're gonna turn each other. It's like, no, MJF just came and saved him, or Adam Cole just came and saved him, or it becomes a thing with Roddy. Roddy gets in the middle of it, and you just have these twists and turns, and you can create the first truly generational story in AEW.
Yeah,
and it's not that hard, and you have the right characters to do it.
I'm really curious to see how Roddy fits into this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I 100%. The question I was going to pose to everybody during their match was, will they win the titles and then eventually we get the MJF turn? Where they're champions for a good 3, 4, maybe 5 months. And, they're constantly defying the odds. These two guys who don't like each other now are bros. And they're just tearing it up. Canada Dry, what are your thoughts?
Did we ask it?
Yeah.
We got Golden Graham last time, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like it because I don't like what it does to FTR.
Okay.
That's the only problem I have with it, is FTR kind of gets screwed in this.
Maybe you can do it in a way where it's not a disqualification, but obviously maybe Roddy tries to cost them the titles, but instead cost FTR. Then
I still want to see MJF versus Cole at All In, or
I don't think so. I think, in all honesty, this has to be something like Trey J said, where you just build on it, because that payoff at the end, when we eventually get the MJF turn, then we can build up for another 2 months.
Well, who's MJF defending the belt against?
It'd be Adam Cole.
No, I mean at All In.
I don't know.
Who's he defending it all out? One of the two.
To be honest with you, I think
it's going to be Darby.
Yeah, I think he's going to pull a Vince, and I don't think there's going to be a championship. I don't think there's going to be a world championship at All In.
Yeah, I think it has
to be at one of them though. All out's a week later.
The going rumor is that Darby's next in line.
Yeah.
Could be Darby.
I would love a situation where Adam Cole embraces a heel turn.
Yeah.
And you get both of them kind of being heel bros.
Yeah.
I could go with that.
This
needs to last. This can't be something that you shoot your gun off and it's like, oh, we got a resolution. It's like, no, nobody wants a resolution to this because it's so entertaining right now.
Yeah, you get one bullet. You have to get a headshot on the zombie before he eats you, and then what do? You shoot him in the shoulder. Like, you can't do that. You gotta let this stew. Yeah. Like, let it like a good soup.
This is like Deadpool 3 when you finally get to see Wolverine in a comics accurate suit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Golden Graham, what are your thoughts?
I don't think they're going to win the titles, but I would love to see them win the titles. And personally, on what Trey J said, if Adam Cole turns heel, like, what I would want is I want a legit 2-man power trip story.
Yes.
So you know what I would love? Adam Cole defeats OC for the international title.
Yep.
Because that's basically the second title in the company right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're on Dynamite, so it works.
Yeah.
Look the way you put that.
I mean, that would be great, but I think if Adam Cole does the heel turn, it has to be with Roddy. Like, Roddy tries to interfere, and MJF gets pissed, and Adam Cole goes no like this, and then MJF turns his back or whatever, and then he turns on him. Like, that's how you sell. That's how you would sell an Adam Cole heel turn. You gotta have Roddy.
I don't even want an Adam Cole heel turn. Like, I'm enjoying face.
I do like face Cole, so
yeah, face Cole is really good, but MJF face heel face is freaking fantastic. Dave Pemberton just wants to see the double clothesline. Yeah,
it's going to be in the match against FTR.
Yeah, it's going to be against FTR. We're just telling you right now. I see new things that I mean. Somebody's going to turn. It's either going to be MJF or it's going to be Adam Cole. These two entities cannot exist when we had that match to determine whether or not Cole was going to get a shot, and he ran out of time. Like, you have to have that payoff.
I mean,
and it's
one of these two is turning. They even alluded to it in their little video package where both of them were just brutally honest, saying, I was planning on turning on you, but now I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. The old switcheroo.
And to be fair, it's probably going to happen against FTR. MJF probably turns on Adam Cole, and that's how we get to the title match at All Out or All In, whenever they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If they do that, poo-poo to you, Tony Khan. You have a chance. You have a chance to tell an amazing long-term story, and you're hiring like Bombo, the chimpanzee that can write scripts, and the only one working in Hollywood, and he pounds out a script that says MJF turns. Poo-poo to you.
Like, the only way I see them rushing this, and I don't think this is the case, if MJF really hasn't signed an extension.
Yeah.
I think he's already signed his extension personally.
I'm sure he has. There's no way you're going to let your top heel in wrestling, period, go. Because MJF and WWE doesn't work.
Did you guys see the report today from Fightful that they're pushing AEW to do a pay-per-view a month?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I get it. I don't like it unless they're streaming on Max or something.
Well, why would they push them unless it's for their content? Because
apparently the idea behind it is that it'll be like SmackDown and Raw, where you had the brand specific pay-per-views, where you have the Collision roster on a pay-per-view, and then you'll have the ROH roster on a pay-per-view, and then you'll have the Dynamite roster on a pay-per-view, and you would alternate. So you would get out of that 8 actual AEW pay-per-views and 4 ROH pay-per-views.
Listen, if they're not gonna put this as a streaming option, they're gonna lose a buttload of revenue, because I'm not gonna pay $60 every time there's a pay-per-view and it's once a month. If it's on Max, and I'm paying, and I gotta pay an extra $4.
Yeah, I'm not buying the ROH pay-per-views because they're just the garbage.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if they go to WB, they go to Max. And they said, hey, Max says, hey, you're paying $10 right now for streaming, but if you want AEW, you need to go ahead and pony up an extra $4 or $5. I'd do it in a heartbeat, because
it brings Max to a new level, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, because let's be honest, ask any wrestling fan if they have Peacock because of The Office. They go, no, they have it because WWE pay-per-views are on there.
What other good shows does Peacock have? Actually,
to be truthful, there's like 3 or 4 really amazing shows that are on, like Bel Air, freaking fantastic.
I hate like the Peacock's user interface. It is so user unfriendly. I hate it.
Yeah. They're getting the Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, they're getting the Mario Brothers movie. They got
Peaches.
Based on a true story, amazing show. Poker Face, another show. Just absolutely
Heart
amazing.
to Heart is so good. I watched the episode with John Cena the other day. That's a really good show.
Yeah, it was really good. So I mean, there's stuff on Peacock.
Heart to Heart, that 80s show, they're redoing it?
No. It's Kevin Hart interviewing people. And they're usually drunk or high, so
yeah, they spend the whole time drinking wine. So
yeah, except for John Cena, that guy's got to have probably the fastest metabolism in the world. So we go to our second match of the night, and we get Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Here, some of my notes. Hey, guess who made an appearance? We don't care about the 5th person that's going to be at Blood and Guts. Bree mode was on the TV screen, guys. Bree, cool. I know you listen. I know you're not listening tonight, or you're not watching tonight, unfortunately, because you're probably still watching wrestling. But it was so awesome to see Bree mode with her Bree mode shirt, had the AFW logo on it. Oh,
she also had like an AFW title belt.
Yeah, she had an AFW title belt. That was really cool.
Yeah. Freaking awesome.
It had all our stuff on the back, but they made it cross on our website.
Yeah. So we're going to get a pocket off. That's how we start this match. Is it going to be Orange Cassidy? You know, it's Sammy, then it's Orange Cassidy. Like, the shenanigans never stop with these two. Garcia takes out Orange and then dances. I'm sorry, but I don't like the dancing gimmick with him. It's too cartoonish. It's too comedic. He doesn't need it. I like the fact that Darby and Sammy shook hands. Great back and forth. We got seesaw crucifix pins. Yeah, why is Prince Nana there? That was my first reaction. Like, why is he even involved in this match? And then, of course, I was like, oh, because of Swerve. And then out comes Swerve and decides to donkey kick Darby Allin. So Swerve with the attack. Sammy's making a face turn, guys. I hate to say it, but that brother is going face.
He's trying to make a face turn.
Yeah, he's trying to make a face turn because you know what? Faces make more money in merch. And so you got to go ahead and make that extra money. He's got a baby and a hot wife.
They got a baby and like a one-income family now.
Yeah.
Sammy needs to do the autograph thing with the crowd. That gets over really good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to first?
Canada Dry, talk to me.
All right. I kind of like the dancing for Garcia just because it's something of a gimmick for him.
Yeah.
And because his personality wise, he's kind of still Ned Flanders dunking bread into water. So he needs something.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that as a baseline gimmick for him.
Okay.
But yeah, this was a fun match. You knew that you thought actually that OC and Darby were winning.
Yeah.
And when Prince Nana came down, I thought it was because he was going to take this tag team under his wing.
Yeah.
But then it was just a distraction for Swerve, and that quickly led to the win for Garcia and Sammy. So yeah, that was a shocking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty shocked. And I imagine a majority of the people in our prediction league were shocked as well. Oh, Trey J, lay it on me, brother.
First of all, before we go into the match itself, which was solid, Swerve has amazing balance to be able to hit that kick and still land on one foot. Like, I was like, that. I feel like I would twist the ankle on that. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I twist an ankle just getting in the ring.
and I am incredibly athletic. Like, I am incredibly limber, and that is a level of balance that, I mean, I haven't fallen down since 1987. So,
damn.
You know, this is serious to me. Like, I was very surprised. I love the way that Swerve it's such a scene stealer whenever he shows up. Like, he just kind of chews up the scenery.
Yeah.
But this was such an interesting match. I mean, like, seeing like Darby and Orange Cassidy have very similar move sets. So when they hit those moves in tandem, like the Stun Dog Millionaire and things of that nature, you love it because it looks like it flows.
Yeah.
Sammy and Garcia were so far out of sync for this, and I think that told a great story.
Yeah.
And I hope that is continuing because we've been so focused in this tournament on Adam Cole and MJF that we haven't looked at the story that's being told by two people who are supposed to be partners.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that is going to be very interesting in the finals, how this plays out. So definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Golden Graham.
My first takeaway from this is that the future of AEW is in very good hands with these four.
Yeah.
But I really loved the take on the whole rolling pins, but this time with crucifixes. Like, I've never seen that before, and I enjoyed it. Just something different. It's always nice when you see something new you've never seen before in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
And I knew I was in for a bad night when Orange Cassidy and Darby lost. I was like, this is wrong, so which means my next match is going to be wrong. It was just a bad night for me.
Yeah, we're going to call this day Black Thursday because
it's not. Because me and King Haney won.
Oh, jeez.
We did it for the Penguins.
We get a Nick Wayne video package. He talks about his dad, and he talks about when his mom told him that he passed. And the emotion from this kid, you could have a heart made of solid stone and it would start beating. It was so great to hear him sing the praises of his father, who's a very underrated professional wrestler. I'm not sure about his grandfather. I I'm not familiar with him, but I've watched his dad, and he's a great wrestler, but he's very underappreciated. So, Canada Dry, you go first. Let's talk about Nick Wayne.
This is the first time I've ever seen this kid.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to watch the YouTube videos. Some people have been posting on the page, but I didn't watch them yet. But this guy is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, like, at this age to be able to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. The kid's been training since he's 9 years old.
Yeah.
Like, he's born to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's ingrained in his DNA.
I like that he didn't get the win, though. Everyone was cheering for him. I like it because when
you jumped the gun.
We didn't talk about that.
We're just talking about the video package right now.
Oh shit!
This goof is brought to you by Canada Dry. It goes down through.
We can do our sponsorships now.
Oh, sure. Why not? I mean, so yesterday I was kind of lagging all day, and and I was like, man, where's this energy? And then I took a dubby and I drank it, and I had energy for the entire day. I could get around, I could move around, I had energy, I didn't have any jitters, my blood sugar didn't go up. It's because Dubby's all natural. So go to dubby.gg. That's dubby.gg. Enter in our promo, Effin' Wrestling, and get 10% off of your entire purchase. Now that you have all this energy and you're gone to work out and you're getting all muscular, you're like, you know what? I think I could probably do what Brian Cage does in a ring. And he goes, I'm going to look for a school, because you can't just train in your backyard and expect to be the next Roman Reigns or the next MJF. No, it doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way.
School. You got to go to school, because you got to learn how to take a bump. You got to learn how to run the ropes. You got to learn how to sell, how to cut a promo. You can go to Tampa because it's in Florida, which means it's always nice and hot, and it's sunny, and there's palm trees, and there's beautiful women, like, say, Natalia Markova, who resides in Tampa, because she teaches at Fight the World Wrestling. That's right. You can start your training today. It's only $250 a month, and that will give you the inside that you need to become a professional wrestler. And the best part is you can actually get trained by Brian Idol from the NWA or Natalia Markova from the NWA, but they also have shows that they do to showcase your talent and show everybody what you're learning. So ftwwrestling.com, go ahead and sign up and tell them the JFB and Canada Dry sent you.
Did you know that when Natalia first came from to America, I guess she met up with Brian and they were training together, and they did a DDT off the top rope onto the steel chair, and no one was hurt.
Wow.
That's smooth.
That's you know what that's smooth like? Butter.
Yeah, like butter.
Like butter. I am him. What are your thoughts on this Nick Wayne package?
I thought I actually walked out of the room because I thought it was going to be kind of a rehash of what we had last time. But actually hearing Nick Wayne talk was really surprising. I was always wondering what this kid's voice sounded like, because I had never really heard him do a promo. I had never really seen him speak, not even so much as a podcast interview. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I had this weird Weasley brother from Harry Potter sound in my head. I don't know.
Totally good show.
This guy's a Gryffindor.
Golden Graham, your thoughts?
I mean, you can definitely tell AEW has big dreams for Nick Wayne, because it's not every day that we get a debut that's preceded by 2 video packages on the person.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say AEW, like you got to stop making me have like feelings when I'm watching wrestling. I watch wrestling to get away from my feelings.
Sorry, pal. Mr.
Like,
Tony Khan ain't gonna do that.
Also, like
watching wrestling in the wrong decade, buddy.
But like, also, like I feel like Nick Wayne's mom was really blunt about his dad passing away. Like the way he's just like, yeah, he's not here no more. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
She's like, he dead.
He's gonna rain.
He dead.
Dead.
All right, so let's go
to
to
comment by Amy Mizuno about Aaron taking comedy classes.
Oh, yeah. Been a while. Has Aaron been taking comedy classes?
No, I have not.
He's like, put this comment up there so I can say no in person.
We got Renee backstage. She is with Adam Cole. Adam Cole's on the cell phone, and he's saying Brit a lot, which means there's some tension. There's some friction. He's putting out fires. And then Roddy comes out. Cole tells him, MJF is a decent guy. He's an all right guy. That did not sit well with Roddy at all. And then Cole says he gets a text from MJF. MJF says, I just saw Brian Cage, and now I'm sick. And so you hear Adam Cole as he's walking out. You're not sick. Which leads into our match. Big Bill and Brian Cage versus MJF and Adam Cole. Here are some of my thoughts. Does Big Bill think he's Kojak? I know that's a dated reference, but does he think he looks cool with a sucker in his mouth? Because you don't. You look like kind of an idiot with a big sucker in your mouth.
It's a big sucker. It could be a little sucker.
Yeah. Like, crunch and then, toss the stick at someone. Like, do something bad. Like, you're bad.
It would be funny as if he just has a bunch of different suckers. He's like, new one, a new one.
I love Doofus Bro MJF. They're both wearing the shirt. MJF tries to body slam Big Bill and wrenches his back because you always lift with your legs, not with your back. Everybody knows that. My God, seriously, everyone knows you lift with your legs. So Bill and Cage in control during picture-in-picture. Cole getting angry after Bill wipes his butt with MJF's t-shirt. Cole on fire, Cage on fire, MJF hawking their tees. Roddy looks pissed, and we're going to get a turn, and it's going to be Roddy first, and then we'll find out who turns where. So, whew, man, I am him. Lay it on me.
I enjoyed this so much. This was like one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen in my entire wrestling career, and it was not even a pay-per-view. Like, this is something that you would see either at a big pay-per-view to really get the crowd going, or house show stuff, like the kind of behind-the-scenes stuff that they would never show on television. Like, the body slam bit works.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like you have the guy, and then you start rooting for it.
Yeah.
And you get that delayed kind of gratification for it. Cage and Cass honestly should continue teaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't have a downside here, other than I think there was a point where Adam Cole forgot he got tagged in early in the match.
Yeah,
it's like
the referee's telling him you got tagged in.
Yeah. MJF still kind of plays to his. He doesn't betray his character with any of this.
Correct.
And that is a gift to all of us fans.
Yeah.
So, and then of course the fact that they have the post match debrief.
Yeah.
Where they kind of, still kind of push their gimmicks and everything. You gotta love it. Love the fact that Adam Cole wore the shirt.
Yeah. Love
the fact that they tried the double clothesline.
Yep.
This is one of the more entertaining things, and you have to run with it while this iron is hot.
Yeah. Golden Graham, your turn.
First off, love the fist bump at the beginning of the entrance.
Yeah.
Because I'm still loving the whole boundaries.
Yeah.
And MJ's like, yeah, I'm working. I got it. I promise. And then, going back to you with the text message, I love how they're doing little callbacks to, Max's Twitter, because he also tweeted out that he wasn't coming into work because he was sick. And then Adam Cole just retweets, I was like, you're coming to work, you're not sick.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. Did you guys see the video? Because once again, MJF tweeted this out, but it's like a package of like the highlights of their first week teaming together to the Golden Girls theme.
Oh yeah,
No.
It was great.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. But yeah, great match. I love MJF saying, "I'm gonna body slam him," and then he just, just couldn't do it. It was great.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, like I agree with Trey J. Like I would love to see Big Bill and Cage continue teaming. I think they like just physically that's a team. There's no one like them in the tag division right now, and I think it needs that.
Yeah, you need kind of the monster tag team that flirts with possibly getting a title shot.
Like, because like I like monster teams, but I'm not a big fan of just a monster guy who doesn't no sell or just like isn't plausible that they can be beaten. But like I believe that Big Cass can lose because obviously they've done that. But at the same time, he's not this super massive guy who doesn't sell offense of anyone else.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Canada Dry.
I think Tony Khan made a mistake booking them in this match. I think they should have been in the final.
Big Bill
and Cage, because then you're building new talent that isn't already kind of up there.
Yeah.
Like they haven't had any big wins, and this would elevate them and would solidify them as a tag team, even if they lost in the final.
Okay.
Because I really like Cage and Big Bill. I like these guys. I like the monster team, and AEW hasn't shown anything like that up till now. So, and we know we're trying to get Cage on the show. So
that'll be nice.
Gotta get him. Gotta get some W's.
Gotta get some W's, bro. Gotta get some W's. Renee's outside in Jericho's locker room, and then of course Hager opens up the door. They walk in. He questions Jericho's alliance. Hager takes off the hat, trembles, and then gives it to Jericho and leaves. Wow. That's the best acting I've seen from Jake Hager, period. Yeah. Like that was just,
You know what he should have done?
What?
He should have handed him the hat. I don't like this hat anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna like put the hat on Jericho to like try and remind him.
Yeah. I mean, because
I can see that.
There's only two people that have ever been tethered to Chris Jericho, and that's Guevara and Hager.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, where one goes, the other two usually follow, but it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Jericho. We get to our fourth match of the night, Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue here. A couple of my notes. Soho looking really confident. Sky with the early offense, but she's basically outnumbered. That is until Tony Storm slams her into the stairs in front of the referee, who then ejects Soraya and Tony Storm. So Ruby's all by herself. Ruby on the offense during picture-in-picture. Great super kick by Sky Blue. Like that sold really well. That was a crisp super kick. Sky taking it to Ruby. Ruby advances. Let's go with Golden Graham. Your thoughts on the fourth match?
The match was fine. I really wanted to see Sky Blue win, though. I feel like got more out of Sky Blue.
Did you pick Sky Blue?
Yeah, I did. But no, not even that. Like, I felt like it felt like they were really pushing Sky Blue, and it just feels kind of like an abrupt end to her tournament run.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have even seen her going to the finals and losing to Athena.
Yeah.
More than losing to the bad guy who was cheating, who had her help ejected from ringside. It really weakened Sky Blue, in my opinion.
Okay. Kind of makes sense. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the match?
I think the perfect person won this match because what I envision the what are they called?
Outcast.
The Outcast?
Yes, the Outcast. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. I imagine the Outcast just collecting accolades after accolades. And now they only need something for Soraya now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I am him.
Man, I watched that move where Sky Blue and Ruby were standing on the apron, and like Sky Blue just dumped Ruby on her face. Yeah. I don't know if that was a great move or a great sell, but I was like, oh, she done.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this match is over. Like,
yeah.
She is done. She is not moving. Because I was like, wow. That was the fact that they made that look good was just. And then it's kind of like, so we just don't DQ people that attack the other person, huh?
Nope.
Like, referees is like, let's eject them. I mean, clearly this person has been thrown into some steel steps, but they'll be fine. They'll walk it off. Like, you literally saw this. It's not even like you could pretend you didn't see it.
Yeah.
It was just like, even there. I mean, Ruby does need a signature win in AEW, and Sky Blue has plenty of time to get those signature wins. So,
yeah,
I guess you got to kind of cash in on Ruby while you have the opportunity.
Yeah. While she still has a shine on her, because if you watch her long enough, you'll start seeing the big holes in her.
Oh, absolutely.
Jim, we got some Natalia news yesterday.
What's that?
Camille versus Natalia 2.
Ooh,
the Burke.
Nice.
Somebody's gonna get the rub.
They be putting the title on Natalia?
That would be freaking amazing.
I mean, it makes sense. Camille's already hit the milestone NWA title reign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to put it on Natalia.
That's a lot of faith.
Definitely.
That's a lot of faith.
I mean, Camille has really the bloom has been off that rose for quite some time.
Yeah.
He needs something.
Yeah.
Plus, she never really got the signature win over Thunder Rosa. She got it over Serena Deeb.
Yeah.
That's still a big W.
Yeah, but considering the fact it was kind of like it was a business W.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Golden Grand, what are your thoughts on the fourth match? Oh, did you already tell me?
I already gave you.
Oh, that's right. Canada Dry, did you do too?
But I do want to add one more. Yeah, it was me and then Canada Dry, then Treasure. I do want to add one thing, though. I'm glad that some referees finally aren't being stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's been too many instances in all of wrestling where referees clearly see something and pretend that they don't and just keep going.
Yeah.
AEW does a pretty good job at that for the most part.
Yeah. Especially Aubrey Edwards. It's very rare she ever gets distracted and then something happens. She's usually on top of it pretty much. I get the feeling that Athena is going to join the Outcasts. I mean, might as well. She's technically
cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
I don't know. The three of them just are so good together. I don't know if you need to mix another person in there.
Yeah.
You'd be bringing in another champion, though. And
the only way is Athena needs to drop the ROH title.
Yeah.
You guys think Chris Statlander's hurt again?
No,
I think they just.
No, why did you think that?
Because she just hasn't really been. She was featured in for like a good solid 3 weeks, and all of a sudden she kind of became a background noise.
Yeah.
With the literal Iron Woman title.
Yeah. Well, because realistically, let's be honest. I mean, currently she's in a program with Taya Valkyrie, and
I think
nobody's knocking down the doors and buying Taya Valkyrie merch. Like, it's just not happening. So I think she needs to get into a row with maybe Jade coming back and having them go for a couple months back and forth.
Or what about Thunder Rosa?
Yeah, Thunder Rosa wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah.
I mean, would Thunder Rosa be willing to take that secondary title?
Well, you make her chase it. But she's a heel, right? So I don't know, chasing it. So who knows?
Is she going to be a heel? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're
a choice.
Yeah. We get a video recap of Collision. Boring. Let's go over to QTV promo, and we get her rapping. On a scale of 1 to 10, What would you rate her rap? 8.
Yeah. I mean, granted, she did not write that at all, but the production value on that, and then like the speed up, slow down, the cadence, and all that was really solid.
Yeah, it was.
It was an enjoyable segment. I really thought it was going to be like, you remember what was that one lady that used to sing on WWE and she was always singing off key? Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be something like that, but this was definitely worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Absolutely. Isaacs in the group chat said that was Jillian Hall meets Cardi B.
Canada Dry, what would you rate it?
I think that she's got some serious rapping skills.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's really talented. I think she can rap better than Max Caster.
Yeah. You know it's going to lead to a wrap off. I'm just
they're going to make her lose like they did to Austin Gunn.
I'm just preparing you for when we give the show a 1 star because that was the highlight of the show. Like,
is Austin Gunn the rapper or is that Colt?
Colt, I think. I don't know. They all rap.
I think it's Austin. Wait, which one's the short one?
I think that's
Colton's the short one. Austin's a tall one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so Austin was the rap.
Time I had that completely backwards.
I could be completely wrong. You could be. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Austin is actually a really good rapper.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good.
Yeah. Golden Grand, what would you rate this?
I mean, I'll give it a 10, but to be fair, if I would have watched it on mute, I still would have gave it a 10. So
yeah. Right. You can't beat Harley. That's for damn sure. Woo. Go to our fifth match of the night. Swerve Strickland. Ooh, the evil Swerve Strickland's taking on the brand new white meat babyface, blue-eyed guy named Nick frickin' Wayne. Here are my notes. That's not going to be it for the Defy Championship match. But they did mention Defy, which was good. You got to prop up them up. So this is going to be a spot fest, guys. I mean, if this is, anybody listening, anybody watching, if this is not what you like, you didn't like this match, because that's what it was. It was a literal spot fest, and it was freaking fantastic. Nick is looking really smooth. Looks like he belongs there. A couple of jitters in the very beginning, but I mean, man, you feel like he's been wrestling for like 15, 20 years. Like, he's so smooth because he has been. Real crisp moves. Nick's mom's there, which I thought was really nice to have her there. They are leaving it all in the ring. This should have been a pay-per-view. And that palm strike by Nick, holy crap. I was looking for a tooth or teeth being knocked out. Really good, amazing near pins. I'm just going to say it. I'm really shocked that they put Swerve over. I thought Swerve could have eaten a loss to Nick Wayne. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Well, the reason that you don't do that is because he's feuding with Darby.
Yeah.
And Nick Wayne can afford to not get the W. As long as he's still going over.
Yeah. Which he
still
was.
Getting the shine. So he doesn't need the W right away.
Yeah.
It's like Dante and Darius.
Oh, they had a horrible run before they finally won.
Yeah, so, but I think this guy's got some bigger upside than them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's a lot taller.
Yeah.
So this was a really, really good match.
Yeah.
I think this kid's got all the potential in the world.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't go ahead, as long as he doesn't go ahead and do a Teddy Hart, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. Trey J, your thoughts on that beautiful fifth match?
It was a fantastic match, probably the best match of the entire night. Which, for a night that was very heavily on story, this was very heavy on ring action. These two guys understood each other. These two guys knew each other. There couldn't have been a better person for Nick Wayne's debut than somebody he's already been with and already been comfortable around.
Yeah.
Swerve winning was the right outcome.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of time for Nick to get wins.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are plenty of people for Nick to get wins over. As a matter of fact, watch. In a couple of weeks, we'll get Nick Wayne versus Action Andretti, and Nick is going to destroy him.
Yeah. I'm all right. And to be honest with you, I'm all right with that.
Yeah. And I mean, this gave us a chance to see his finisher, to see his moves, to see his athleticism, to see what he can do. This was a showcase for Nick Wayne. The only thing he didn't do is get the win. But by the time this match was really over, who cared?
Yeah. Oh, nobody.
The crowd was loving him.
Yes. I mean, there was a point where Joseph Graham was like, I think he really just broke his arm.
Yeah.
Joseph Graham was like completely taken in.
Yeah.
Joseph Graham and not Trey J was fooled by this.
Yeah.
Under no circumstances was Trey J like, oh my God, that kid is holding his arm. What the world? That was all Joseph Graham.
I was worried Darby was going to come and cost Swerve the win for revenge. That's what my worry was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to intrude on. He wasn't going to make Nick's moment about him.
Yeah, that was the good thing.
Yeah. Golden Graham, your thoughts on this fifth match?
Oh, I love the match. It was great. It was nonstop action. I just need to point out, Nick Wayne is 18 years and 2 days old.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. His birthday was on Monday.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, for someone who's 18 years old, he did not have the jitters of the big stage.
Yeah.
Like, you saw him stop for a second, take it in, and it's looked like, okay, let's go. I got this.
Yeah.
Like, he looked like, because he looked like a seasoned veteran.
Yeah.
And you could definitely tell that Nick Wayne and Swerve have had their fair share of matches in Defy and in the Indies, because he just looked like he belonged.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you hear what Canada Dry said about this entire match and not what Trey J said?
What's that?
Literally said, hey, man, this kid's better than Hook. That's what Canada Dry said. I don't know.
I kind of said that. You can take my words and say that,
yeah. I can finagle the audio. So
in a way, I said it because I said Hook sucks earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
he said Hook needs to go back and learn how to be a better wrestler. You said Nick Wayne is a better wrestler.
Yeah. Nick Wayne, as long as and here's the thing, Mama Wayne, you know for a fact that she is going to be by her son's side while he ventures into this world of big time professional wrestling, because you want to keep that kid's head straight, you know, and that's going to be the most important thing, because injuries heal, things break, things tear, they heal, but you know, I don't want that kid to be the one that's pumping gas at a gas station. And I'm like, hey, you look like Nick Wayne. He's like, yeah, that's who I am. Nick Wayne's got a big beer belly. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him flame out and then disappear.
You don't want to see him turn into the Dynamite Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The difference between Nick Wayne and Hook is Hook seems like he just started.
Yeah.
And Nick Wayne's been doing this since he was 9. So
yeah.
What the hell was Taz doing?
To be honest with you, Taz did not initially want his son to become a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
So he made him go to Rutgers and go there on a lacrosse scholarship. But yeah, he did not want him to become a professional wrestler. So I don't know.
That was paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Taz used to have a school. So, you know, I mean,
the part about it is Hook still has a lot of upside. Hook still sells decent merch. Hook still has a lot of charisma. Hook still has a ton of fans.
Yeah. Dally.
I think Hook's career is really depending on this Jack Perry thing paying off.
Yeah.
It's very important to Hook.
Which is interesting because he has to lose this feud.
Yeah.
Like, he has to lose this feud. There's no other outcome that is even remotely within the realm of good booking. He has to lose this feud.
Yeah, and that's okay. As long as he looks good doing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, if he loses, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Hook just disappear for a few months.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah.
And just like re-debut.
Yeah.
I mean, Hook is in the Tomohiro Ishii like stage of wrestling. He needs to work on legs. He's like, it's like leg day has been skipped here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like two little sticks coming out of an orange.
But that's what Dallas finds so sexy.
Yeah. We love you, Dally. So that was our last match. Technically, that should be the main event, but that's not how Dynamite ended. How it ended was Don Callis coming out to the brown note, by the way. The announcement for the BCC is going to be, but wait, dun, dun, dun. The traditional turn. The face comes out to face the heel. Here comes Kenny Omega. Blackpool, well, I say BCC, but honestly, it was just Moxley and Takeshita take out Kenny Omega, and they put the chair on his neck, and they get in for a beatdown, and then out comes the fifth member of the BCC, who I hope becomes a permanent one.
Yeah, Pac came out with the chair. Pac came out with the chair. Remember?
Yes,
he was the one
that's right. He came out with the chair, right?
It would make Blackpool and BCC actually mean something again.
Yeah. Pac is
Pac has bled with Moxley.
Yeah. Yep. So we got it. So it is in fact Pac. Pac is there. He is the fifth guy. He puts the chair around his neck. He's getting ready to start to do the poison arrow. And Kenny gets a microphone. The bad guys gave him a mic, and he goes, "Look at the board. Look at the board." And then we are greeted with who is going to be the Elite's fifth member. It brought tear to my eye, single tear.
Dude, I was so happy when I saw this. Like, I was so excited.
Kota Ibushi is coming to AEW. I don't know if it's long term. I don't know if it's not. Who knows? But all I care about is that now a general audience gets to see what may be the greatest wrestler in the last 15 years. That's how good Kota Ibushi is. Canada Dry, my God. Were you worried that the fifth guys were going to be Goldberg and Ryback?
No. But I would have booked this totally different since Ibushi wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's not coming out to save his buddy.
Yeah.
It seemed really weird. Like, you're about to get jumped on. You're like, look at the screen. What? I would have totally done this differently. Just a talk off. You don't need violence all the time.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would have done different. It was cool.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed Pac being part of BCC. I think that's really cool. And the Golden Elite name, I love that.
Yeah.
We better get the Golden Elite shirts back from what, like, in their late run in New Japan.
Oh, damn right, we will.
I got one in my dresser. I'll cry.
You just get to put it right back on then.
Hell yeah, that's what I get to do. And people go, Golden Lovers, what the hell is that? You wouldn't understand. It's a wrestling thing.
Long-term storytelling at its finest, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. I am him. Your thoughts on this beautiful thing?
I think I feel very similar to Canada Dry, which I think is going to probably open up a portal for Gorlock the Destroyer. But look at the screen. Why are we giving his man a mic?
Yeah,
I'm about to jump on him. Why are we giving him a mic? It's not even like you even set it up with some corny dialogue from like the 1980s. Put the mic in front of his face. I want to hear him scream when I do this. Like, I don't know.
Look at the screen.
It's like, I mean, it was kind of like, it was kind of cool to see like a double buckshot lariat, I guess.
Oh, that was pretty badass. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But remember, when you're in trouble, tell the other guy to look at the screen.
Yeah.
Even if there's no screen.
It'll save you every time.
It'll save you every time.
There are plenty of people in this world who want to strangle my ass, and I'm just going to say, look at the screen.
You forgot about my fifth member. Actually, we were going to make it so you guys needed another fifth member. Like, I don't know.
We don't care about your fifth member. We're decapitating you.
Like, we're going to kill you now, and then your fifth member is going to need a fifth member.
There you go. Yeah. Look, Kota Ibushi is going to have to bring somebody with him.
Right.
Joseph Graham.
Yeah, like, it was. I think I would have did this complete opposite. I would have had the Bucks and Kenny come out, save him, and then I would have had Kenny cut the promo saying you forgot about our fifth man and just run the package that way.
Yeah, that would have been simple.
Yeah,
but
we literally sat there and watched the package. Like,
hold on, but let's hold off on this jumping thing.
yeah. Hey, hold on. I want before we cut this guy
I'm
open
curious.
like a shark.
But if you'll give me like 10 seconds, I want the Golden Lovers versus FTR. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a one-off. It doesn't even have to be for the titles.
Yeah.
I just want to see those four in a ring together.
it just makes sense that the Golden Grand wants to see the Golden Lovers get the gold. I ran out of gold.
Like I said, it doesn't be for. I just want to see those four men in a ring because, like they're all so good. Like it would not be a boring match.
No. Golden Lovers is just something beautiful. And I have a shirt for that too. So, if that does happen, bada bing, JFB. He's wearing a Golden Lover shirt. So
Got all your
ahead of the game as JFB as only JFB can do.
damn right.
Damn right.
Okay. Let's get to before we get to our bells and our flowers. Canada Dry, what do we have in store this week?
Well, tomorrow we have an interview with Liam and a ring announcer from the UK. I don't have the name offhand, but yeah. And then on Friday we got Wrestling with the Paranormal, and I believe Joseph Graham is going to be on the show, and we're going to be doing the serial killer supercard.
Ooh.
We're going to put serial killers up against each other.
Okay.
And we're going to decide who wins.
Ooh.
And then I will not be able to sleep at night.
And then Joseph Graham will have nightmares for the rest of his life. I'm pulling for Ted Bundy is who I'm pulling for. I think he should have really good odds to win. Because
Ted Bundy's
Didn't that lady from the Manson family just get released?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just released one of the members of the Manson family. That is insane to me. Like, what is she gonna do?
Yeah.
We kill someone and
She
end up
was
right
young
back in
when
prison.
this all went down, right?
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, like she's gonna work as a waitress someplace. Can I take your order? No, no, we are never coming here again. Like,
Well, walk in, turn right back out as soon as I see her. Be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not that hungry.
Nope. Pass.
And then, of course, on Saturday we have the Magic of Wrestling, and they're going to do the highs and lows of ECW, which is an interesting show. And,
am I on that show?
I don't think so. You can talk to Liam if you
reach
want
out
on
to the
show.
magician.
Bunch of jobbers.
Talk to Liam if you want on the show.
No. I will chew
And then, of course,
everybody
we have
apart.
Collision After Dark that night.
Yeah.
And then we're coming all the way back down for the All Effing Wrestling show. And me and Joseph Graham are cooking up an idea. We'll get back to you, JFB.
Okay.
I'm trying to get some.
We're seeing if
data
the soup mixes properly. If not, we're going to come up with a whole other idea.
Yeah. We're going to toss that bathwater with the baby. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about bells and let's give flowers to our favorite match and our favorite segment. Canada Dry, go first, please.
Oh, wow. I really liked the Swerve Strickland and Wayne match. Like that was the best match of the night.
Yeah.
The best interaction was MJF and Cole.
Yeah.
That whole sketch, amazing. And I give this show once again 4 bells.
Okay. 4 bells. Trey J.
I'm gonna give the Adam Cole MJF match my favorite match of the night. Wasn't the best from a technical standpoint. Definitely was the best from an entertainment standpoint.
Yeah.
Makes me want to see what happens next. Makes me want to see more of these guys. My favorite segment though was the Nick Wayne video package.
Yeah.
They're really presenting this guy as a big deal. That is, it's interesting, I think, in a way to see Darby taking the Sting role for this. Yeah. This is like, a different, like a role reversal almost for him. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I kind of want to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really at this point now wondering if we're going to get, if they're going to build to a Nick Wayne versus Darby match. Because I think that would be nuts.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Seeing as they were both trained by the same man.
Exactly. Because Impact's doing that right now with the whole Killer Kowalski thing between Kazarian and Eddie Edwards.
Yeah.
So to see it with significantly younger guys, is a huge deal to me.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm going to give this show 4 stars as well.
Okay. How about you, Golden Graham? What you got for me?
So my match of the night is Nick Wayne and Swerve. I think I'm going to say for my interaction of the night, I'm going with Don Callis and Jericho in the video package that they brought in. I never knew anything. I never knew that Don Callis had hair. That shocked me. At least hair like that. I'm going to give the show 3.5. Really solid show. A lot of progression, but I feel like it's wasn't as high energy and as past weeks, but by no means a bad show.
Yeah. I mean, people from Saskatoon, I can't speak for them or about them because I've never met anybody from Saskatoon, but I think unless it was a rodeo or a blood sport, I don't think they were willing to get any pop or any love. Like, they were extremely quiet through.
Like, they were really quiet for Nick Wayne. Like, I expected a way bigger noise.
I think because when they see Nick Wayne, they go, okay, we need to watch this. Like, I'm going to put my beer down so I can watch this because it's.
Bree was screaming the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could have sworn I heard her.
Oh
yeah. But my favorite match is Nick Wayne and Swerve by far. I am so happy about where the future of AEW is going versus where the future of the WWE is going because. It is in amazing hands. Favorite segment, I'm gonna go with what Trey J said. That Nick Wayne video package got me in the feels. Got me in the feels big time. And I'm gonna give it 4 bells. It was a great show. It didn't lack. It was not slow, but it wasn't as fast paced as I was hoping for. But yeah.
So what do we got?
Yeah,
you said 4 bells?
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us with a grand total of 15.5, which of course divides to a final total. You guys ready for this? This is awesome. 3.875.
All right.
Wait, what did Joe Graham give it?
I gave it 3.5.
Yeah. I took your. Bitch. You gotta just give it 4 stars.
Wow! I took the Roll of Canada Dry this week. Going.
I know.
Waiting for someone to start calling Golden Graham a WWE mark. Every time he scores lower than the 3 of us, we go, "Gosh, such a mark."
Nah, because if we did this for SmackDown, I would have given SmackDown a 1 star. So.
Oh, jeez, that thing was just horse.
If it wasn't for the Bloodline stuff, that show is not must see at all.
It was horseshit. It was horseshit.
Speaking of which, did you see that WWE is changing how they're going to have their ratings done?
No,
like they're not going to be classified as a sports show anymore. They're like as an entertainment show now.
Okay, well that means they're going to be a lot harder on the ratings in terms of what you're going to rate it, whether it's a TV 14 or whatever. Like it's going to be interesting.
Dang.
All right. Well, that's our show, guys. That is our show.
We're just an hour and a half now from now on.
Yeah. We're here to make sure everything gets talked about. There's just a lot to talk about. The show has got a lot to talk about.
Yep.
So if you're like, hey, how do I get a hold of you guys? I want to send a telegram. I want to write a letter to you guys. How do I find you? It's pretty simple. You go to effingwrestling.com. If you scroll all the way down on the homepage, right beneath everything else is all our social media links. But you can go to youtube.com/effingwrestling, click like, click subscribe, and then right in the description is where all our social media links are. So now you're like, well, how can I support you guys? I want to tell the world about you, but I have a very soft voice. Here's what you do. You get one of these. That's right. The All Effing Wrestling shirt, the Wreckage shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. If you want, I mean, let's face it. If you just want to look good in a shirt, like say Natalia Markova's shirt or the effing middle finger shirt, I mean, she makes it look good. She's a winner.
Oh, we got an After Dark shirt coming soon too.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, with all the folks on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You're like you designed it. You're like, we got that shirt.
Totally forgot about it. It's been one of those days. Anyway,
in the hands of Joseph Graham's wife right now. She's working on it.
Word, sweet. So, so ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. If you like old school wrestling, we just talked about him today. We're talking about adorable Adrian Adonis, who is not the horrible person that Vice Channel decided to make him out to be. You can go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can go ahead and get one of those Adrian Adonis shirts that celebrates his life and not paint him out to be a bad guy. So, without that being said, on behalf of Canada Dry, Trey J. Styles, Golden Graham, I am the JFB.
And I just want to say, like, sometimes as you're walking down this road of life, sometimes it's hard. It's not easy, and you slip and fall, and you just gotta pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and remember to just keep fighting.
There you go, right there. Ding, ding, ding. Hoot it. This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.